So fire erupted at the South African Parliament in Cape Town in the early hours of this morning, and flames were seen coming from the roof of the building. Cape Town Fire and Rescue confirmed that the fire was at the Parliament building and that firefighters are currently on scene. For an update, we earlier spoke to the Speaker of the National Assembly, Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula. Take a look.
Very sad day. It's a bad start in the new year 2020. However, I do want to say that this will not stop us from continuing with the work which we are doing as Parliament. Right now, I am trying to find my way to Cape Town. We will meet this evening and to receive reports from the police and other teams which are already on the ground. I've been in touch with the Minister of Public Works, Minister Dilil. I'm also in touch with the Deputy Minister of State Security, Zizi Kodwa. I'm also in touch with the Minister of Police, Minister Cele. What I should perhaps say that the information which we have right now really is what Minister Dilil has briefed the media about earlier on, which is that for now, we know that, yes, there is fire in Parliament. Where and how it started, none of us can confirm that because there is nothing conclusive at this point. But of course, the biggest concern is that we now are aware that the fire has spread into the National Assembly. And of course, as you would also be concerned and know about, and that is that, for instance, we are preparing for the State of the Nation address. I think our first meeting would be around the 10th, where we'll be discussing all the plans which will be presented to us by the executive authority, by the executive management to the executive authority on preparations underway. I do want to assure South Africans that this incident which has occurred in Parliament, whatever the cause and how it may have happened, but it will definitely not stop the work of Parliament from continuing. Firstly, it will not stop SONA, the State of the Nation address by the President. Secondly, the work that Honorable Madisha referred to, and that work referred to by the Honorable Swartz, will still continue. Of course, we do not know what we have lost. We do not know as yet what documents are missing or have been burnt down. All of that information is information that can only be made available when, one, the fire has been extinguished, but secondly, when the police, together with the parliamentary security and the executive management of Parliament, have started working together, even to conduct an audit of what it is that we have lost during the course of this fire. So I'm just saying, I want to reassure South Africans, and I do want to say to South Africans, of course, the police are there to do their work. State security will assist us with collection of information. For now, I do not want us to make assumptions about what may have happened. But of course, we should all say this is a sad start of the year. It is bad for us, but it will definitely not prevent honorable members from doing their work. As the executive authority of Parliament, we have an obligation to find alternative accommodation so that we do have a State of the Nation address.
Yes. I fully understand that it is still early in terms of drawing any conclusion. We did hear from J.B. Smith as well, saying it's dangerous to draw a conclusion at this stage. We've covered a number of fires, and what initially said is not necessarily ends up at the end in terms of the official reasoning, but I get that. The Minister of Infrastructure and Public Works did say that the fire is contained in the NCOP. The worry now is the National Assembly chambers. Mr. Madisha seems to be also concerned with regards to the documents that have been lost. Understandably, we won't know exactly what documents have been lost, but give us a sense of what documents are stored in those areas that have been affected by the fire.
Firstly, I think I did say to you that for now, I'm not on the ground. I'm briefed by third parties, for instance, the Minister of Public Works, about areas which have been burnt down. Some members of management of Parliament are on the ground until such time we get to Cape Town and be properly briefed and see for ourselves the areas and do an on-site inspection of areas which have been burnt down. It's only then that I can say to South Africans, well, yes, we've lost the following documents. For as long as we are not on the ground, for as long as the fire has not been extinguished, for as long as the police themselves, together with the security of Parliament, have not given us a report about the areas which have been affected, we are unable to say these are the documents we have lost.
Give the viewers a sense, Speaker, with regards to similar incidents in this precinct in the past.
I'm very sad because I'm aware that sometime during the COVID period, I think around March, there was fire in Parliament. I think what has happened now actually pushes us to actually demand that we get a full report of the previous investigations which were conducted when this fire broke out in Parliament. And of course, to check what it is that which has happened, because this is now a repetition of something which has happened sometime in the year, and obviously there will have to be action taken.
Well, that was the Speaker of the National Assembly a little earlier on, giving us a sense of what she knows at this stage.